Hey there, fellow dowsers. This video is going to show you how I dowse to identify specific spirits that are trying to communicate with me. And this includes spirits of ascended masters, and in this particular case, Jesus Christ, who I consider my big brother, who is always there for me, right? If you're thinking about learning to dowse or even expanding your skills, please check out my book, Fearless Accurate Dowsing. It's on Amazon. It was a bestseller the first weekend it was released. So I'll tell you what my experience is about dowsing for Jesus. I was reading another one of my favorite books, A Course in Miracles, and that book is so beautiful. I've cried so many times reading it and trying to get through it because it's a very complex book. Like, to me, if you like desserts like I do and you love cheesecake like I do, but you can't eat too much cheesecake because it's so rich. So I was reading A Course in Miracles and I think I was crying, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the best cheesecake I ever read. But it was just so much. I was about to put the book down and I hear, "Are you calling my book cheesecake?" I'm like, whoa. Oh my gosh, who is it? And so I felt this presence and this glow right next to me on my right hand side, and I just started crying like a baby. There was so much love to the degree that I've never felt with any human being. So I'm pretty sure you don't get that kind of feeling from any demons or anything, right? But I didn't know if it was God or if it was Jesus, and he referred to it as his book, and that is, the book is supposedly written by Jesus. So I went and I dowsed, and I'm like, do I have permission to find out who's talking to me now, who's communicating, who's here with me now? And this is my yes answer, and this is my no answer. I do deviceless dowsing, means I don't use rods or a pendulum or anything like that. I use my hands because they're with me wherever I go, so I don't have to worry about leaving something at home, right? So what I did was I just said, I did have permission to find out that who the message was coming from, or who was actually there with this beautiful love I was feeling. And so I asked, is it God? Is it one of the saints, one of the ascended masters? Yes. Okay, so the first one, since considering who the book is about and written by, I asked, is Jesus Christ here with me now? And I got a yes. And then I heard this beautiful deep chuckle, and I'm like, Jesus, you're my favorite cheesecake vendor. Because by cheesecake, again, I mean the most complex, delicious, sweet, tasty writing, the words that just make my soul sing. That's like spiritual cheesecake, right? And he was laughing again. It was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. And of course you can do this with other beings of light and love, right? And there have been times where after a certain celebrity who I love very much died, several of them in fact, at different times in the last decades, and I would be crying at the news of them dying, and I'd feel them show up, and I wasn't sure who it was. It sounded like them because I'm clairaudient, which means I can hear spirits talking, and sometimes I can see them and I can feel them, clairsentient. And dowsing allowed me to identify who the celebrity was, and then to be able to hear them clearly. And also, one other cool thing about dowsing is the more you dowse, the more your intuition becomes stronger. And again, it depends on what your dominant intuitive skill is. Again, clairaudience, you can hear spirit. Clairvoyance, you can see spirit or dream about spirit. Clairsentience, you can sense something here. And there's the other sort of weird ones, like the one about when you smell, like when I would smell cigarettes and alcohol cocktails, I would know one of my uncles is around from a long time ago. They've been gone. So honing your intuition, learning to dowse, it's one of the best gifts I ever gave myself. And everyone I know who dowses, they just love it, because it's like having miracles at your fingertips all the time. And I just wanted to encourage you with this video. Please learn to douse. If you have any inclination towards it, you can do it, okay? Just release your fears. Let go of, you may not get it right away. It's okay. Don't feel like a failure. Just release. I now release all these fears that I'm no good at dowsing. I'll never be any good at dowsing. Clear it out and it's going to come. That happens for everyone. So thank you so much for watching. Check out my website, emorescue.com, if you have a chance. I also have a whole bunch of dowsing videos on YouTube. So all the information is there for you at no cost. Why don't you get started today and change your life and just become the most empowered, amazing being that you could possibly be. You got this. You're a treasure. Peace out. Namaste. Subscribe to my bi-monthly newsletter and get 10 free chapters of Fearless Accurate Dowsing. There are links to all my Amazon books on the homepage, emorescue.com. Thank you.